Dun da da da! Finally, the professional revised video of the how to install your soft top for the first time is coming about. So today what I'm going to show you is the correct, detailed way on how to install your soft top. Now, a lot of y'all are thinking, a soft top, it's easy as can be. Why do you need to make a video? It's not as easy as can be. Sometimes you don't get all the parts you need, and Chrysler sometimes doesn't even put the instructions in the box. And a lot of people will buy their JKs with a hard top and not a soft top, or they'll buy it with a dual top option, and they don't get instructions on how to install the soft top and so forth. It's just a big pain in the butt, and a lot of them don't fit the first time, and you'll get to see what I'm talking about, how much you have to stretch these soft tops to get them to work. So the first thing I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to go ahead and remove my hard top and get this safely stored where I'm going to put it, and then we'll go ahead and proceed with all the parts for the soft top. Now, one of the biggest main things you have to be concerned about and understand is when you're taking off this hard top, this window doesn't have anything to secure it. It pops open as soon as you take it off, and you can also lose your rear window very quickly. So what I've done in the past is I've used packaging tape, boxing tape and stuff. Sometimes it leaves a residue, you have to get it off with some cleaner. You're going to put your hard top back on, but wherever you're storing this, make sure that your window is going to be in a safe position so it doesn't break. So we've got the Freedom Tops taken off. They're in the Freedom Top bag. That didn't go very easy this time. We've got all the bolts out, we've got the wire harness disconnected, and I've got the windshield washer line disconnected. So now we're going to take the top off and try and get it over to that trailer in one piece. Okay, one of the next things that I do is I always take my clips off closest to the rear of the Jeep, because these always come off. And then all I'm going to do now is just tuck my wire harness and my windshield washer line underneath the lip of the Jeep right here, and it's all nicely tucked in. You've got this Velcro, and right here are your holes where your brackets are going to go for your soft top. Okay, so for your hardware, you're going to have 4 long bolts. You're going to have 2 short bolts with the twist handles on them. You're going to have 2 window bar plastic pieces, and you're going to have your 4 screws to install the brackets from the soft top onto the roll bars. You're going to have your window bar. You're going to need your 2 brackets right here. On your brackets, they'll have the direction of where they go. This one says RH for right hand, and then your other bracket says LH for left hand, and it also has 4-door stamped on it. I don't know if that means, yeah, I guess the 4-door and the 2-door brackets are completely different. For your plastic pieces, you're going to have 2 straight plastic pieces for your front channels. This goes above the driver's side and passenger side door. And then you're going to have 2 bulky plastic pieces. This is for your rear channel over your rear door, and it basically unfolds into a 90-degree. You also have a stud right here, plastic stud in a little channel with some weather stripping, and this is what's going to secure down in the body of the Jeep. I'll show y'all here in a minute. But again, on every plastic piece, you will have a stamp here that says RH or LH on all your pieces, indicating if it's going to be left hand or right hand. It doesn't matter really which end you start with, but I usually start with the window bar pieces. You've got a groove here and you've got a groove here. And what you're going to do is you're going to lock this rear groove into the rear of the body pan first and just tilt it forward and it clicks into place. At an angle, so I'm going to do the same thing for this side. I Velcro over. Okay, again, everything is stamped right hand, left hand. I had to switch cameras. My other camera overheated. Yeah, whatever. All right, so we're going to go ahead and extend this out to a 90. Now, if you notice, at the bottom of this bar, again, is you've got this little stud here. You've got your weather stripping. And on the Jeep, right here is where your stud's going to go, along with the weather stripping. It's going to go down here as well. So what you're going to do is, you're going to go ahead and get this piece, set into the groove. You're going to go ahead and take this little C clamp area here, put it over here, follow me right here. And then this part is going to go into this weather stripping right here into this groove. So that part's set up. Next, what you're going to get your left hand channel. Again, lining your C-clamp up. Now on this one right here, again, you're going to line this up with your weather stripping. Again, this right here with your weather stripping. And if it goes together correctly, that's it. Okay, again, you've got two long bolts and you've got the short bolt. The short bolt goes in the middle, and what happens is when you put this channel on, when you put your rear channel on, it goes here into the weather stripping, and then your front channel overlaps. Make sure everything is nice and sealed, and your small bolt goes into the middle. I don't hand tighten it just yet, and then your long bolt goes in the front and your other long bolt goes in the rear. Now the rear can be a little pain in the butt sometimes. And then go ahead and make sure everything's lined up nice. And I always like to try to pull my roll bar covering away from the plastic so it goes plastic to metal. Okay. Okay, so the window channels are in. Now here's a side note. You will notice on your rear window channels that they don't fit snug. They don't fit snug at all. And that's just the way this particular Jeep's always been. When you put your top on in your windows, it will compress down. As you can see, it doesn't take that much to to compress it down, but I've never had an issue with it leaking either. So, just something to keep in mind. We're going to feel the screw line up with this right here. Alright, so now we're clipped in. This is the Sunrider portion of the top. That's all it's going to be. Okay, so now it's locked in place. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and raise the top up to the front. Alright, so I just make sure that the top is nicely seated. I'm going to go ahead and get my clips in the channels, and then I'm going to go ahead and lock them into place. And here's the funnest part of all. How tight is she? This is how tight it's going to be when you put your top on for the first time. In fact, this will show you how tight it is after. This is the second season of this top. Now, if you notice, I've got quite a bit of distance between the sail panel bottom area and the body and so forth. So, come on over here real quick. Give me a hand. So I'm going to get some assistance here. Basically, what he's going to do is just push down on here. Alright. And there you go, folks. A little bit of help, and it can make your life a lot easier. Everything is on now except for the windows, where I'm going to go ahead and get to that now. Okay, so the last thing you've got to do is put your rear window in, but you've also got to put your rear window bar in as well. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and zipper my rear window in up to the top at least. And this can be a little pain sometimes without the bar. You can kind of do it. You can do it in the other way around if you want to. On the bottom of the window is a little tab that runs along the entire bottom portion of the window. And on your window bar, as you can see, it's curved. And you curve that along with your body as well. Make sure I got this right. This is probably the trickiest part of it all. See, that's incorrect right there. No? No. See, this is the tricky part. Actually, it's curved this way. And if you look at it, it's curved this way as well. So, what you're doing is, when you put your window bar in, you're putting it in like so, to where these grooves lock into your window lock here, and also into your weather stripping. And that's where it kind of gets tricky of trying to figure out how to put this bar on. So now that I've figured out which direction it needs to go, I'm going to go ahead ahead and slide my window bar on. Okay. Then I'm going to fit it into the groove. Put my 2 flaps on each side. Make sure my zipper's all the way down. Take my rear little Velcro flaps and Velcro those together on the back of the window. And it's done. Ta-da! Hey guys, Firo880 again. It's done. Now, in realistic, it took us 15 minutes, me and Dave, to put this top on. Can you put the top on by yourself? You can, but it's a pain in the butt. You see, having a little help can just really save a lot of time, a lot of headache, scratching your body, whatever you have it, helping you put the bolts in, putting the top up and stuff. A 4-door top is a little bit more bulkier than a 2-door top. Now, again, the 2013 models have the lift top assisted spring-a-majiggy thing that's coming out. I haven't had a chance to see one of these yet, so I don't know if that's a different way of maybe it'll help, but again, your top's going to be tight, and it's going to be really tight. What you're going to do is make sure you have your front latched first, and then work your way back to your sail panels, and have somebody help you pull that top down. By doing so, it's going to be tight, and it's going to take a lot of force, but that's the way it is. And after it stretches, you know, if I take it out to the sun right now and I were to take the top back off, it would be a lot easier to put on. Make sure you have everything set out. And again, I appreciate you for watching my videos. The craziest thing about it is, I mean, I don't do this for the money. I haven't barely made anything off of YouTube. But the thing about it is, the Jeep soft top video is my #1 video. I've got like 25,000 views on that video. And this video was created a long time ago, last year, in a matter of minutes, as quickly as I could do it, to show just very briefly how to do it, with my kids killing each other in the background in another room. So I wanted to make a little bit more professional video, a little bit more detailed, and I hope this helps you out. Thanks again for watching. Click subscribe on my other videos. I restore boats and jet skis in a non-professional way, if you could call it, non-shop way, but as a hobbyist, it's something that I really enjoy doing. So thanks again.